The year is 2015. Chaos and anarchy rule the land. Cities are overrun by fishermen with sinister agendas. Houses cost upwards of $20,000, leaving many yearning for a place to call home. Milk is no longer delivered 6 days a week, but a mere 2. How did it get this way? You see, in the year 1968, a large supernova in the Pooh-Behra 6 galaxy sent heat rays shooting across the universe, boiling the Earth, and stopping its gravitational rotation. Now, daylight is the only light North America observes. Thankfully, the world's greatest scientist, mostly American, discovered a way to sustain human life in the form of skin sacs. To avoid overheating, a human being must change skin as a daily regimen. Forgetting to change your skin sac will have the utmost dire consequences. Now, I want you to come a bit closer. In a moment, we'll take a look at a man living on the fringe of society. A social rebel who no longer has the need for milkmen or even a wife. His name is Leonard. He's an intelligent man, a man of science with a rocky past. However, there's one thing that Lynn doesn't know on this bright day that appears like any other. You see, he has a date. Not the kind you take to Lover's Lake or the radio-sponsored sock hop. The other kind. A date with destiny, which is also not the name of a person. It is the future. And the future of the human race depends on it.
Breakfast. We must praise the magical kiwi fruit. As all other fruits have withered and rotted, you have remained steadfast and true. O magical kiwi fruit, sustain us.
Come in, Navigator 411. Navigator 411, are you there?
This is Navigator 411. At home base and ready for assignment.
That's peachy. I will patch you through to City Street duty.
Roger that. This is your navigator. What is your L and D?
Good morning, friend. This is Horace McSutton.
It's a pleasure, Horace. What is your location and destination?
I've only been around these parts a handful of times. I'm at the corner of Waltz and Crafts. I'm headed to 6th Street.
Thank you. Please hold your movement.
I'm trying to get this homemade gravy I made to my dear Aunt Rita's before it spoils, but the boulevard is closed. You know, gravy tends to go bad if you don't keep it in controlled temperatures.
Okay, Horace. You're gonna want to go north 3 blocks, and make a right on Scrapple Avenue.
Oh, geez, I certainly don't want to get lost in that part of town. My cousin who used to live there said she couldn't even borrow sugar from her neighbor. They were completely out.
Have no fear, Horace. I will be your navigator for the remainder of your journey, and get you safely to your destination.
Oh, that's a relief. Why, I don't know why I'm eating gravy in the morning, but it's darker that time of day, and I feel like gravy tends to heat you up when you're feeling low, and I get especially low in the fall mornings.
Turn right onto Olston Street. Please hold your movement. You have reached your destination. I hope the remainder of your day is a pleasant one. Goodbye. This is Navigator 411, ending my assignment for the day.
I read you, Navigator 411. Stand by. Have a pleasant day.
You too. May God help us all.
Come again?
Nothing. It's just something I used to say a long time ago. Disaster. Yet again. My heart aches for those lost spacemen. Ralph? Commander? Why, he was a young programmer 19 years ago when I had the wheel. I wonder what the glitch was this time. It's as if, well, I don't even want to say it. Or think it. It's too...
Oh, Leonard! Salutations, Leonard!
My former secretary and current friend, Susie.
It's good to see you again, Leonard. I brought you some fresh kiwis.
Why, you certainly know your way to this grump's heart. Come in, why don't you?
I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you. I recently vacuumed the sofas.
Where are my manners? Would you like some coffee? Maybe some marmalade?
Coffee would be splendid. Thank you, Susie. Have a seat. You no longer work for me, remember?
Oh, geez, sometimes I forget. It seems like not so long ago. And yet, it seems like so long ago. Oh, I'm just being doltish.
No. Go on.
Well, have you read the newspaper today?
Yes. The spaceship. Poor spacemen. They never had a chance.
You know what I think? I think the international spaceship exploration of undiscovered space sectors ran like gangbusters when you were commander.
Thank you, Susie. But I believe my time has come and gone. I read old Ralphie's in charge of the Isus now. Godspeed to him.
Oh, Ralph. He's a born leader, but I don't think he has the lung capacity for space.
Not many men do.
That was the 17th spaceship disaster in a row. Oh, Len! I don't think we'll ever make it to the moon.
It seems unlikely.
On many days, I think it would be simpler if we just fake a moon landing. Then we could just give up on this silly nonsense.
You know something, Susie? You would make an excellent spaceman. That is, if Isus allowed the female gender.
Do you really mean that?
You know I do.
Oh, geez, me a spaceman? Could you imagine?
I'd bet that ship would be as tidy as a church.
Oh, go on.
Susie, listen, I've had a long day.
Oh, I'm imposing. I apologize. You have to get back to work. Doing
I'm an oral navigator,
pedestrian vehicles?
mostly. Though I do dabble in taxis.
Wow. Oral navigation. Kudos to you.
Yes, I've taken quite a liking to it. You might say I'm an expert when it comes to oral. It was a pleasure seeing you again, Susie. Stop by anytime.
You know I will. Bearing kiwis, of course.
Yum yum yum. You know I love your kiwis. Goodbye, former secretary and current friend.
Toodaloo!
miles. 9,000 gallons of fuel. 25,000 miles per hour. Human computer?
Good evening. It is 140 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
Human computer. What is 25,000 divided by 64 multiplied by 400?
Please hold. $156,250.
But that's impossible.
Please hold. I assure you that is the correct answer.
Oh, what in the world was that?
Please hold.
Oh.
The sound in question closely resembled the definition of a scream.
Oh.
To utter a loud, sharp, piercing cry.
My word! Oh. I'm coming. What is it, old-timer? You're burning up! Future. Oh, it looks like you need to change your skin sack. Future. You won't have a future if you don't change your sack. Now, where is it? Where is your skin sack? Show me your sack, good sir. Where is your state-issued head dome? Why is your shirt unbuttoned? You can't answer, can you? I need to cool you down. I'll get some ice. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks again for the coffee. Really hit the spot.
Anything for a man of the law.
Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions. If you answer them, I'll be on my way.
Yes, but of course.
Any relation to the deceased?
No, I've never seen him before in my life.
You look not too sure. Are you?
Am I? What?
Sure he wasn't a distant cousin or lost uncle. It can be hard to tell when someone's in an unfamiliar skin sack.
Yes, I'm 100% sure. Detective
Condor. The name's Detective Condor. Okay. Well, it looks like we got ourselves a lost man without a sack. He sees your cabin, thinks to himself, maybe someone there could help.
Yes, that seems most likely.
I wonder what he was doing all the way out here, though. Well, I guess it could have been one of 1,000 reasons. The world has gone mad. Why, just this morning, I dealt with a man who sat on a bench and took off his shoes. He just took off his shoes. Right there. Where any woman or child could see.
That sounds ghastly.
It sure is. I'm not one for capital punishment, but geez.
Well, the law is the law.
That's right. And you break it, and you'll have to deal with yours truly. Before I go, is there any other information I should be aware of?
No, I don't believe so. But I want to thank you for being detective on the spot.
It's my job. If you think of anything else, you know how to get in touch with the police. Dial 0 for the state switchboard. They'll patch you through to the county operator, who will transfer you to the township police. And, as long as nobody else is on the horn, we're golden.
Will do, detective. Will do. Sleep comes sporadic. I find myself wondering what the old man was doing here. Besides Susie, I've not seen anyone around here in years. Am I missing something? What does it mean? Disperse paper! Ooh. Ah! P. R. Per. O. O. J. E. C. T. Project. F. U. T. U. Futu. R. E. Future. Project. Future. Oh, could it be? What are you trying to tell me? U. N. C. Project. Future. Unk? Uncle. No. Uncaked. You know, bakery-like. No. Dear Lord. Human computer?
Good evening. It is 117 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
Human computer, have you ever heard of something called Project Future Uncertain?
Please hold. I have no working knowledge of such a program. However, I can read you the complete definition of all three individual words.
I'm afraid that's not gonna cut it this time. I need to know what Project Future Uncertain is, and why it ended up on my front lawn.
That will take weeks to research. I'll need to look through old news clippings and boxes of courtroom testimony.
Weeks. I'm afraid we might not have weeks.
I'll get started right away, but this is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Then may God help us find that needle. Boy, it's time for me to change my sack.
You do not look well.
I'll be fine once I get into a new skin sack. Oh. 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 Oh.
We must praise the magical kiwi fruit. As all other fruits have withered and rotted, you have remained steadfast and true. Oh, magical kiwi fruit, sustain us. Future uncertain. Future uncertain. But why? Why come here? Sure, I was the head of the space program ISUS, but that was 19 years ago. And I failed. Wait a tick. Of course! How could I be so blind? Project Future Uncertain has something to do with ISUS. But what? What am I missing? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Susie. Thank you for coming over, Susie.
Len, no need to thank me. I've made you some kiwi pie. My famous recipe.
I'm not very hungry, Susie.
Nonsense. Like my mother used to say, there's always room for pie. She was very obese. Now eat up. You need to keep your sack strong.
My sack is absolutely bursting from that kiwi pie.
Oh, Leonard. So, Len, what is it you needed to discuss with me? It's not a marriage proposal, is it?
Oh, Susie, you're quite the jest, but I'm afraid this is a serious matter.
Oh, my.
Yes. I need to ask you about Project Future Uncertain.
I'm sorry, Len. I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Are you sure?
It sounds like some science fiction hoopla you read in the comics.
I assure you, this is no fiction.
Len, I swear I have no idea as to what you're talking about.
Think. Think hard. Has anyone at the International Space Exploration of Undiscovered Space Sectors ever discussed Project Future Uncertain? Perhaps on the phone or in a meeting?
Not that I'm aware of.
I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't discuss a top-secret project with a secretary.
Now listen here, Leonard. I've been with Isus over 20 years. There's nothing going on there that I don't know about. I know every secret and every, well, let's just call them crosses they bear.
Starting with my mission. The first and most infamous failed mission to the moon.
Oh, Len, we'll get there one day. And don't go feeling all sorry for yourself. After all, you were the one who discovered you can't go through the Earth to get to space.
Because you'll hit pure core.
Exactly. Heck, there wouldn't even be a space program if it wasn't for you. Pardon my language.
I'm sure some other bright scientist, most likely American, would have figured out there's only one way to get to space. Up.
But it was you! Oh, Len, what happened wasn't your fault. But I'm going to tell you something. You need to let this go, because you're sounding like a wackadoo.
It all makes sense, though, don't you see? The failed missions, attempt after attempt to reach further than we've ever gone before. Why would they send those spaceships full of spacemen up so carelessly? America wouldn't sacrifice its own citizens, not unless they really wanted to.
I know it's not my place, but I care deeply about you, and I think that you need to talk to a real medical doctor. When was the last time one examined your sac?
Susie, I'm not crazy. Look! The human computer did the calculation. The last ISU ship, the one that crashed yesterday, had enough fuel to get them halfway across the galaxy.
So they like fuel. I like fuel. It gets my tri-wheeler from point A to point B.
But why would you carry 50 times the amount of fuel you need for a trip unless the moon wasn't their destination?
You're scaring me. I think you need to get some rest in your Nocto tube. Eat some kiwis. Change your sack. Tomorrow you'll see. This is all in your head.
Don't you see, Susie? What if there is no tomorrow? I'm beginning to think that the future, our future, is uncertain.
It certainly is uncertain, but that's just the uncertainty of life. There's nothing certain about it. The one and only certain is its uncertainty.
Perhaps you're right. I'll sleep on it, friend.
That's all I ask.
You see the stop sign ahead?
I do.
Make a right at the stop sign.
Got it.
Now, take this road until it dead ends in 4 miles, and make a left.
My left or your left? I'm just kidding. Roger that, Oral.
What in the world was that sound? Hold movement. I'll close my eyes and they'll be gone. What could these unknown beasts want from me? No! This can't be happening. What do you want from me, you spacemen? This can't be real. They're gone. Is Susie right? Am I slowly losing touch with reality? Dr. Bizarro, the most reputable doctor in the Tri-County area, will advise me if I am of sound mind. I hope to God I am.
Arm up. Higher. straight ahead. Any health concerns I should know about?
Well, I frequently cough up blood.
What cigarette brand are you smoking these days?
Markson's.
Ah, there's your problem. You should switch to Strikers. They'll dry up that blood in no time. Remember, when it comes to cigarettes, brands matter. Well, I officially declare you fit as a fiddle.
Does a fiddle see spacemen?
You know, I do often wonder what a fiddle would see if it had eyesight. I suppose spacemen would be visible. Space women, too.
I mean, I saw spacemen.
Peculiar. Perhaps you did see a spaceman. Probably not. But maybe. Possibly. Probably. Maybe not. I think you just need a good night's sleep in a noctotube. And a sack change.
That's what my friend said.
I know. The follicles in my beard allow me to see the future. I also recommend dabbing some mercury under your armpits and heroin on your teeth. Not too much, though.
Thanks, Dr. Bizarro.
Of course. And should you keep seeing those spacemen, keep in mind that my office now offers in-home lobotomies. Think about it while you can, because once you've had the operation, oh boy, there's not much more you can do than drool. But it'll clear up your anxiety like that.
Voices. Are they in my head? No. That's an actual voice.
Come in, Leonard. This is Commissioner Ralph of the ISUS Space Program. Can you hear me? This is Commissioner Ralph of the ISUS Space Program. You copy?
Ralphie, is that you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, it's me. Ralph.
How did your circuit servers find me?
Never mind that. I just received an expedited telegram that a man came to visit you yesterday. A man with a top secret space map.
So he was one of yours.
Yes, he was.
I knew it all along.
Leonard, I really didn't want to get you involved in this.
By this, you mean Project Future Uncertain.
Yes.
Ralphie, what is Project Future Uncertain?
Leonard, the future is uncertain. The future is uncertain, so we created a project, one to stop it from being uncertain.
Project Future Uncertain.
Exactly.
But why? Why is the future uncertain?
As you know, in 1968, a supernova caused our planet to heat up and abruptly halted our gravitational rotation.
Yes, of course I'm aware.
What you aren't aware of is that there is another supernova on the horizon. One much closer. One that will destroy planet Earth.
Oh my gosh!
It's happening on a planet we call Alpha 6.
Oh my gosh!
It could be minutes, days, at most a few years, and then poof, all life on Earth will be reduced to rubble.
Oh my gosh!
Yes. Now, like I said, I didn't want to involve you, and I wouldn't have, but I had.
Then why did you send the old man and the spaceman to my domicile?
The old man, who was our project manager, came on his own. Spacemen? I assure you, we did not send any spacemen.
Forget it.
So now you know. Our last spaceship exploded. Our project manager has been reduced to ashes. Leonard, we need your help. What do you say, old friend? Want to save the world?
No.
What?
Ralphie, I'd do it in a heartbeat if I thought I was up to the task. I was in charge of ISUS Mission Uno, remember? I failed. And 57 spacemen lost their lives. Why? Why do we fill up that rocket with so many spacemen? Why?
You were the best of us.
ISUS kicked me out.
Only because America demanded it. The greatest thing about America is how quickly it forgets. Leonard, America loves you again. Help us save it.
I'm not saying yes, but what's the plan of action?
It's actually based on your original schematics. Scientists have discovered that the cause of a supernova is a star running out of fuel. Scientifically, the only way to combat this is to refuel the dying star. What ISUS is attempting to do is send up a spaceship with thousands of gallons of nuclear fuel and crash it directly into Alpha 6, bringing it back to life, the same way gasoline brings a car back to life.
It just might work.
So, you're in.
I don't know.
After our last spaceship exploded, we were stuck, looking anywhere for inspiration. Our old project manager read over your original blueprints and knew you were the one who could give us direction. He used descriptive words like innovative and brilliant. He went to the council for permission to bring you on board, but they forbid it. He searched for you anyway, and he found you. He did it because he believed in you. He believed that you were the key to Project Future Uncertain. Then he died, practically in your arms. Please don't let his death be in vain.
Okay, Ralphie, I'll do it.
Yes. Thank you, Leonard. Your country thanks you. Please don't call me Ralphie.
When do we begin?
Right away. I'll send you what you need to know directly from our communications pigeon.
Splendid. Then, let's save the world.
Already on it, old friend.
Human computer.
Good evening. It is 162 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
Human computer, we are trying to save the world. What are the chances we'll succeed?
Unfortunately, I cannot give you an answer that would have any mathematical certainty.
If you had to guess.
75%?
How do we get to 100?
Please hold.
What do you want from me? I know you can hear me. I said, what do you want from me? I just want to be left alone. I just want to be left alone.
Yes, we're aware that the old man worked for ISUS during several missions. I appreciate your notification. Let me know if there's anything else.
What about the spacemen?
Spacemen, you say? Huh. Well, I haven't seen any spacemen here myself, but I'll keep my eyes peeled for those spacemen, and if I see any, I'll be sure to bring them in for questioning.
Be careful around them.
Of course I will.
Thank you, Detective.
This is Detective Condor, signing off.
I decided, for now it would be best to not mention Project Future Uncertain and my new role in saving the planet. Gosh, I hope I made the right decision.
This is Isus Commissioner Ralph. Come in, Leonard. Leonard, come in.
Yes, this is Leonard. Go ahead.
Leonard, those new blueprints you sent us are absolutely brilliant.
You don't say.
Oh, it's true and you know it. Don't be so modest. Our timeline has moved up tremendously. With any luck, we'll be able to launch our next spaceship within the next 8 hours.
Whoa, hold your horses. Isn't hastiness one of the reasons you're in this predicament to begin with?
You're right. We can probably move that up to 9 hours.
That's better. And Ralphie? Ralph?
What is it, Leonard?
Does Susie know about Project Future Uncertain?
Why, no. She has level 16 top secret clearance. This project is at a clearance level of 31.
Good. Let's keep it that way. I wouldn't want to worry her. She's fragile, you know?
I always wondered why you two never married.
It's not like that. Ralphie.
What is it, Len? You look a million miles away.
Maybe I am.
You haven't touched one kiwi.
You ever wonder why kiwis were the only sustainable fruit after the '68 supernova?
No. They taste good, and well, I don't mind them one bit. In fact, I love them.
Yeah, they are delicious. You ever wonder what would have happened if we had reached the moon?
All the time. I think about all those failed missions, especially that first one, on the daily.
I think things might have turned out differently.
Between you and me?
Oh, Susie. Something is happening. Something big. And I want to tell, but I just can't.
I don't know what's going on, and I don't care much to either. If this is about that program dubious future or whatever, it can take a long walk off a short pier. I care about you, Len. I love Kiwi, but I care about you.
What about the spacemen?
I don't fancy spacemen much.
Have you seen them out there?
No, of course not, because they're not real. Now I want you to get whatever it is out of your head and come back to planet Earth.
I'll try.
If you do that, I'll be here, waiting for you.
I need to change my sack.
Do you need any help?
No, I've changed sacks 1,000 times.
Okay, well, then I guess I'll get going.
Right. I'll walk you to your tri-wheeler.
It's just up there.
Right, well, bye, Susie.
Bye, Len.
Bye, Susie.
Bye, Len.
Bye, Susie.
Bye, Len.
Bye, Susie.
Bye, Len.
We must praise the magical kiwi fruit. As all other fruit has withered and rotted, you have remained steadfast and true. Oh, magical kiwi fruit, sustain us. This is your navigator speaking. What is your L and D?
28 Brown Street to 1900 Denton Circle.
Hold movement. Okay, you're going to go north on Brown to...
This is Ralph. Leonard, pick up! For the love of God, answer me.
Hold movement. What is it? I'm in the middle of an oral navigation.
Well, stop the oral, because the whole thing has been blown.
What's been blown?
The mission. Everything. All of it. 50 years worth of research destroyed. 3 spaceships burnt to a crisp. Our best pilots gone.
What destroyed them, Ralph? What?
A fire. A fire destroyed everything.
Oh my. Is Susie okay?
Yes. She was at the laundromat, washing the crew's clothes at the time of the fire.
Thank goodness. Jeez! And we were getting so close to launch.
Maybe we were getting too close.
Wait. You're not saying it's...
Sabotage. Haven't you ever wondered why every single spaceship we launch into outer space inexplicably explodes? No malfunctions, no errors, no crew mutiny. You would have thought we would have accidentally gotten to the moon by now.
But why?
I don't know. We had just received word from our observatory team that Alpha 6 was going to reach supernova status in 14 hours.
That's less than 16 hours!
All of a sudden, bam, zam, fire. You know what I think? I think you were right. Those spacemen are up to no good. I think they've been hitting the emergency detonate button on every single previous mission. I think they want to see the Earth and everyone on it, including Americans, destroyed.
Maybe.
What are we going to do, Leonard? What?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
You must, or else it's curtains for the Earth. And the encore might not be for another 1 million years. You have less than 14 hours. Good luck, old friend.
Hello? Hello? Navigator?
Yes, I'm here.
Well, it's about time.
Okay, head north on Brown to the Parkway.
Yeah, I'm pretty much already there.
Great. Now take the right ramp onto 737. No! I mean left ramp! Take the left ramp! All of this might be gone soon. I'm going to miss it. It's hot, but beautiful. While young men and women in the mid-90s were using self-aware hula hoops and listening to symphonic orchestra music, I was building you. In my mind. Ralph! Are you there? Ralph! Come in, Ralph! This is Leonard. By gosh, I think I've got it!
I'm here. Sorry, old boy, I was about to get rid of the 5 o'clock shadow. No time to go home, I'm afraid.
This can't wait.
I suppose it cannot. What is it?
Something I dreamed of a long time ago when I was a young man, before my hopes started to wane.
Continue.
A spaceship built to go to the deepest realms of the galaxy.
Go on.
One that can hold 50 times its weight in nuclear fuel.
Proceed.
Made with regular household appliances. Things I have. Right here. Right now.
But who would fly such a craft? We no longer have a capable or willing pilot.
We wouldn't need a pilot, because this spaceship is unmanned. Self-flying. Completely autonomous.
That's brilliant. How does it work?
Mostly science. And a little elbow grease. All we have to do is set the proper coordinates, and our UTI spaceship will take care of the rest.
UTI?
Unmanned tracking intelligence.
UTI. I love it.
We have no time to waste.
What do you need from us?
Alpha 6 coordinates.
Sending coordinates. Coordinates sent.
Gotham!
Godspeed.
Thank you, Commander.
And Len, watch your six. I truly believe that there is an entity out there that doesn't want us to go anywhere near space. And that entity could be anywhere.
I'll be careful.
You have 7 hours.
I only need 6 hours and 55 minutes. You want to know something? I thought there would be no redemption after what happened 19 years ago. Ralph, I think I might just get my angel wings yet.
I hope you do, old friend. Every one of us left at ISU's command center will be rooting for you.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
Ralph? Are you there? Come in, Ralph! I said come in! My God! What happened? What in the world is happening out there? I wonder.
We just received word that there has been a massive explosion at the ISU Space Program Center building.
No.
This comes on the heels of a fire that nearly wiped out their entire rocket fleet. This begs the question, coincidence or blatant sabotage? Most likely, coincidence.
Susie, are you out there? Are you okay? If only I had some sort of cellular way of communicating with you.
Navigator 411, come in. This is important, 411.
This is Navigator 411.
Control received a report that states your oral navigation led to an accident. This accident caused injury and, more importantly, a traffic jam. Do you dispute this report, 411?
It happened. It was a mistake. I take full responsibility.
As you have admitted fault, this will now go to the board for determination. Determination is complete. The oral navigation of transportation system is terminating your contract effective immediately. Your final paycheck will be mailed to our COO as penance for your indiscretion.
Can I dispute?
Only an active employee can dispute their own termination.
But I'm trying to save lives.
Good luck with that, 411. I hope it pays the SAC bills.
Human computer.
Good evening. It is 121 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
Human computer. Do you think I can pull this off?
Well, I cannot answer that for several reasons. One being, I do not know what you're talking about. And two, a computer cannot answer opinion questions. But I am not a computer. I am a human computer. And the human part of me knows you can pull this off. With sheer determination and fearlessness, you can accomplish anything. I'll emphasize, I still don't know what you are talking about. Godspeed, human non-computer.
time to think. No time to mourn. I must build a spaceship because I'm the only one who can save the world. You stay away from me! Stay away! What do you want? What do you want from me? What in God's name do you want? Ah! It's so hot. They're gone. I'm unharmed. And they put on my jacket. I'm almost certain they would have inserted a monitoring device. It's probably deep inside me right now, where I can't reach. But luckily, they haven't seen how far I can reach inside myself. No! I can't worry about that now. I still have a spaceship to finish. Only 1 hour left, and half of a spaceship to build. Now that I've eaten and watered down my sack, I can focus. They're here! Those turbulent spacemen! I'm going to deal with them once and for all. Susie!
Leonard!
Oh, Susie, you're alive! I thought you would have perished in the explosion!
I was at the food mart getting lunch for the men.
Thank goodness for that.
I came here once I stopped blubbering. Oh, Leonard! They're all gone.
I know. It's going to be okay. Susie, I need to get back to my workstation. I have a 3-minute window to launch that spaceship and save the world.
So the future really is uncertain?
Yes. It's been that way this entire time.
What can I do to help?
Stay out here and make sure a strong wind doesn't swoop in and knock over our last chance for a future.
Will do.
And Susie, if you see any spacemen, run!
Okay. Good luck.
Susie!
Hello, Leonard.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Why?
Because your planet does not deserve to go to space.
You! It was you who hit the emergency detonate button on all those missions to space!
Yes, and believe me, I did it with 3 heavy hearts, but it had to be done.
Of course. It makes sense. You've never changed your skin sack, not once since we've known each other. I thought it was just a feminine hygiene thing.
This temperature would be considered cold on the planet where I'm from.
Susie! All those dead spacemen!
I had to do it, to protect my species.
From what?
From a planet that wages war against its own people. If you landed on the moon, how soon would it be before you waged war on other planets? On my planet. I was sent here to keep that from happening.
Why pretend to be my friend? Why?
That, I wasn't pretending. You are my friend, Len, and I believe that you are a good human. That's why I've spoken to my leaders, and they have granted me permission to take you back to my home planet, Twinkleton. You'll be the only surviving member of the human race.
What about the spaceship outside?
I've knocked over your puny spaceship. There is no hope for humanity. Come back with me, Len. I promise you a life of leisure and acceptance.
I'm sorry, Susie, but you can go to capital H, lowercase e, double toothpicks.
Then I'm afraid I must leave you with the rest of your brothers and sisters to die. Bye, Len.
Susie! Detective Condor!
The spaceship is standing upright. Press the green button.
No! 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 The future is certain!
Mission successful.
Hooray for America!
Yes! Oh, Susie. She's dead. Oh, Susie.
Well, I got a side job with the Space Alien Division of Aliens from Space. Top secret stuff. That's about all I can tell you.
Why were you hanging around my cabin?
I saw your friend here before, and well, something smelled fishy about her. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's always trust your smell.
It truly felt like you were terrorizing me, though.
Terrorizing? Didn't you see me wave?
Well, I guess. What about when I was building the ship, and you attacked me?
Attacked? You looked parched, and I was bringing you a glass of water.
Oh. You never changed your sack. You were here days ago, and never changed. Are you an alien, too?
No. I've changed. You see, working for who I work for has many benefits. One is having synthetically made skin sacks that are direct replicas of the original. You see, I will always look like this. Beautiful, isn't it? I have to head to my second job now. I think I'll walk. Good luck to you. Your friend, Susie, is it? Leave the body outside.
For the crows.
Trust me.
Goodbye, friend. They took the kiwis.
Imagine an ice cream float, a scoop of ice cream floating in a chilled glass of your preferred soda pop. We're at the point in this story where you can't distinguish where the ice cream ends and the soda pop begins. This is where we must leave Leonard. Sometimes in life, you find out your closest confidant and your worst enemy are the same person. Sometimes that person is the one you see when you gaze at a mirror. But most often, it's the former secretary who turns out to be a paranoid space alien. Leonard, now jobless and utterly alone, saved the world. Nobody will ever know it, and he'll be forgotten, like the ant that gets flattened under a blue suede shoe. But is it enough for him? Well, only he knows. Now, the future that seems so uncertain has come to a crossroads, hope on one side and despair on the other. Neither route gives us an answer to our many questions. For one, is the future ever really certain? I'm afraid that's a question we must ask ourselves, our planet, and the creatures that exist throughout the universe.
The miracle tobacco with the bloodless cough. Live long, stay strong, strikers.